Hello everybody, welcome to the backyard. I'm going to do something a little bit different today for my cooking videos. I haven't made one of those in a while, and now I'm going to make one, but this is going to be a little bit special. I'm going to do a backyard to table special, and I'm probably going to do a maybe 2 or 3 part video, and it's going to specialize in stuff that you can grow and raise in your own backyard, and the entire meal will feature ingredients that you can grow yourself and raise yourself. And of course some of the small ingredients, salt, pepper, butter, etc., those will just be purchased ingredients, but that's what I'm going to do. I got my vegetable garden is growing very well, and I've got 3 roosters in my coop there that are raising a racket, and they are tormenting the poor hens. So actually a couple nights ago, 2 of the hens didn't even go back into the coop. They nested in that big brush pile over there, so I had to go and pull them out of the brush pile and stuff them back in the coop. So time for the roosters to go. So of course we'll be doing a dish with chicken in it. So I haven't shown you my chickens in a while since the last update, which was, I don't know, it was a while ago. Here's the 2 barred rocks. They're both roosters. And there's one of the hens. And then the buffs, I think this one is a rooster. I don't know. I figure it out. But anyway, we'll slaughter a couple of these chickens. I've never done it before. I'm not going to pluck them. I'm going to skin them. It's going to be a lot easier. And the skin, you really don't want to deal with the skin or eat it anyway. Just, I think, especially for me, just doing 3 birds, it'll be easier skinning it rather than plucking it. And let me show you the garden real quick. It's growing really well. These peppers here, I have never in my life had good luck with peppers. But these things got to be a good 2 feet tall. And look, we're already starting to get some little baby peppers. There were radishes over there. We picked those. I got to pull those weeds out and plant something else. Got tons of corn. 4 rows of it. They're probably about 5 feet tall by now, and there's a bunch of little ears starting to grow. Lettuce grows like crazy. The weeds are starting to take it over. It's hard to weed this. I'm probably going to pull the rest of the lettuce out and replant it with some fresh lettuce. 2 rows of carrots. They're getting pretty thick at the base there. Might have to thin these out soon. They're growing fairly well. Potatoes. I'm not sure why the leaves are getting brown, but we'll see. I just had some potatoes that were, oh look, here's one. Hey, look at that. That's a decent sized potato. Cover that back up until I'm ready to pick it. Sugar snaps, they're not doing so hot. Broccoli's growing like crazy, but I've still yet to see an actual flower head. Cantaloupe, my mother gave me some cantaloupe plants. They're growing like crazy. Okra is growing awesome. I only had about 4 plants growing, so I planted a couple more seeds, and every one of those seeds germinated, so I must have 10 okra plants. Pole beans, bush beans. I made my first batch of dilly beans out of beans from these plants. Then tons and tons of summer squash. I believe these are spaghetti squash. See, they're just taking over the whole garden. These are more cantaloupes, some zucchini. I think this plant is kind of sickly. See, all the flowers fell off. But here, on this other zucchini, I got 2 little squashes growing. These are all pumpkins. I don't think there's any actual pumpkins growing yet. I haven't looked around. These were kind of a slow start, but they're growing well now. Cucumbers, these were also hard starting. I had to plant these like 3 times before any of the seeds took. Lots and lots of tomatoes. Now here's how I like to hold my tomatoes up. I make a tripod out of sticks, so this is bamboo. And as the plant grows, you just tie it onto the stake. Those round metal things that you stick in the ground, those tomato cages, they're junk. They fall right over along with the plant. They're no good at all. I mean, if you got a tiny little spindly plant, like maybe this plant here, you can get away with it, but this is a lot better. And that's it. I still have to make some stands for these tomatoes, but they're already starting to get red. I think these are early girl tomatoes. And then of course peppers. I got green and red peppers. So we got plenty of ingredients. Oh, and there's blueberries back there. They might be starting to get blue as well. At any rate, this is what we got to work with. And I'm sure it'll make a delicious meal. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to make yet, but we'll find out soon enough. So the first step is to slaughter a couple of these chickens. So I'm going to get set up and I'll show you how it's going to be done.